Never claimed to be the best cake decorator in the world, but I think I'm probably the most entertaining. You name it, I've done it. I've been basically cooking since I was about 14. I've done fast food, to fine dining, to being a personal chef, to being a pastry chef. I've worked all over the world. Baltimore's like Soho in the 50s, you know what I mean? It's got like art and music and food and culture. It doesn't have that like wrapped in plastic and, you know, manufactured feel about it. It's still like a big small town. Baltimore, it didn't have like a really good cake shop. You know, it had like places that were making cakes that, you know, they've been making since 1980. There's nobody here, you know, except for, you know, grandma. You know what I mean? Everybody that works here went to art school. Nobody here went to culinary school except for me. It's almost like we're reinventing the wheel a little bit sometimes, but it still makes for really creative stuff. We have a bakery, you know, like an actual, real commercial kitchen. Then we have basically a decorating studio, and then we have like a fabrication shop. Some of the creations that we make, I mean, we use PVC pipe, wood, metal, anything. You know, you name it. And we use tons of power tools. I love power tools. I'm just kind of a tool guy. I used to build cars. I used to be a metal sculptor. You can't just take a block of cake and carve it into a shape. It won't stay in that shape. So you have to support it in some kind of manner. We're actually sort of moving our whole industry in a whole nother direction. Now that Ace of Cakes is going into its 4th season, I'm really, really excited because like the events are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like we get to go to Hollywood, you know, we get to go to New York. We're making a cake for the Rockettes. I think the most difficult cake we've ever made was the cake for last year's Super Bowl. We had to make it in Florida. We had to drive all of our stuff down there. It was really, really humid, raining. It was too big for the elevator. It was just this whole nightmare. Who would have thunk it, like, you know, we're a bunch of dumb cake decorators in Baltimore, and all of a sudden, like, we're walking red carpets and doing all this stuff. We're just like, what? Like, really? Sure?